Awareness, consciousness, they are both the same thing. Awareness equals consciousness. When you become aware, that's the day you start to awaken. When you become aware of your emotional triggers, when you become aware of all the triggers your demons use to get you to do things, most of the times bad things, sin. Humans have been on a conditioning for centuries. So, but in this 21st centuries, people started awakening to the fact that, we don't have to act on every emotion. We don't have to act on every feeling, The world said, follow your heart, but God said, follow me. That's the difference. Awareness is everything. When you become aware, you are fully conscious. Consciousness. People living in this 3D reality, most of them are unconscious. Unconscious to everything, unconscious to their feeling. They don't know why they do what they do. To them, they call it self-gratification. They call it enjoyment. But to the awakened, we call it self-destruction. It's all destruction. You see, the easy way is always, the way to destruction. But the narrow way, the hard way, is the way that leads to life. Pain is everything. Discipline is everything. You have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline your mind. You need to be able to resist. You need to be able to resist every, desire that comes up in your heart. First of all, it starts with the thoughts. And let me tell you something about this. Your thoughts are not your thoughts. This is the real truth. Your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts come from your intention. And we have light and darkness within us. So whichever you're feeling, that's where your thoughts come from. So if you're feeling the light inside you, your thoughts will likely be coming from the Holy Spirit. But if you're feeling the darkness inside you, your thoughts will likely be coming from, I will say, the world, because it's an opposite thing. It's an adversary. It's an adversary that lives inside us, and it's an adversary that exists. As long as light exists, darkness exists. So, your thoughts comes from the multitude of your intention. Your intention of good or bad, whichever you feel. If you feel the light or the darkness, that's where your thoughts will be coming from. The multitude of your thoughts come from your intention. So that's what it is. So you have to be very, very conscious of the thoughts that come in and the thoughts you affirm. You have to resist. You have to resist. Consciousness is everything. That's what it is. Well, this is the end of it. Stay safe. See ya.